It was a bright morning when Karen decided to escalate her meddling once again. This time, she blocked my driveway, convinced that her actions would somehow assert control over my property. She parked her SUV sideways, arms folded, clipboard in hand, and a look of smug satisfaction on her face, certain that she had me cornered. I stepped out of my house, brushing the dust from a moving box, and took in the scene. "Karen," I said calmly, "you might want to reconsider your choices this morning." She turned, her expression a mixture of outrage and confidence. "You can't just ignore the rules. This is HOA property. Move your vehicles immediately," she yelled, waving her clipboard like a sword. I smiled faintly. "Karen, this is private property. You have no authority here. Any interference will be considered trespassing, and legal action will follow." Her smirk faltered, but she attempted to maintain control. "I'm calling the police," she shouted. I held up my phone. "Go ahead. I've already informed them of your expected visit." As if on cue, the local authorities arrived, pre-briefed on Karen's ongoing harassment and her pattern of overreach. The lead officer stepped out of the cruiser, took one look at Karen, and then at the driveway. "Ma'am, this is private property. Any attempt to enforce HOA rules here is considered trespassing. You must move immediately," he said firmly. Karen's face turned pale. Her confidence wavered as she realized that her actions, which had seemed bold and authoritative, were legally meaningless. She tried to argue, citing bylaws and imagined authority, but the officer's presence and the documented ownership of the property left her with no options. Seeing her hesitation, I walked slowly toward the SUV, my steps measured and deliberate. "Karen," I said calmly, "if you don't move your vehicle, I will have no choice but to remove it myself. This is your final warning." Her smirk disappeared completely. She tried to maneuver her SUV, but it was too late. With the officer's guidance, I carefully drove around the vehicle, ensuring no damage, and made my way down the driveway. Karen's flustered protests were ignored by both law enforcement and the neighbors watching from nearby homes. By late morning, Karen had retreated, muttering threats under her breath. The driveway was clear, the property fully accessible, and my family able to proceed with their day without interference. Neighbors whispered among themselves, impressed by how swiftly and decisively the situation had been neutralized. Later, I reviewed the security footage, documenting Karen's every move, ensuring a permanent record for any future disputes. The incident reinforced a crucial lesson. Preparation, documentation, and legal authority neutralize audacity, entitlement, and aggression. By evening, the driveway was quiet, the sun reflecting off the asphalt, and the property secure. Karen's reputation for overconfidence and meddling had taken another blow. Her attempt to block access to a driveway she had no rights over had failed spectacularly, demonstrating that knowledge, foresight, and calm decisiveness always prevail over arrogance. The neighborhood learned quickly. Karen had tried to assert authority over a property she did not control, only to be stopped immediately and decisively. My driveway remained mine, my family safe, and Karen reminded, yet again, that entitlement has limits and crossing them has consequences.